Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The message behind saying the title of the Heavyweight Podcast is to be able to say that we can weigh in on some heavy shit. You know, what we're talking about is important from every aspect of it. It's a heavy weight. It's not just about physical weight, but the weight of things that can weigh our minds. So I think it's dope that we can have this conversation.
What's good? This is episode 132 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Studder McFly, back again with these three guys. Go ahead and state your name for the beautiful people out here.
Mr. Gorge Mouth himself. Holla at your boy.
Gorge?
George?
Yeah, like the gap, like a gap. The gorge.
Okay.
The gorge in the teeth.
It's your boy Mo.
What was y'all thinking? Y'all thought something else?
Yeah,
I thought you were trying to say gorgeous, just shorten it down.
Nah, what?
I was thinking engorge.
I was thinking about gorge, the fruit, like the melon.
Gorgeous?
But you talking more like Grand Canyon.
Yeah, that's the gap.
Yeah.
Duh. It's
Hey,
clever.
they
It's clever.
call me Hunter. We're going to just make it real simple. Go ahead.
How were your weeks?
Fantastic. Fantastic. I had a
Week off.
yeah. Well, that wasn't fantastic, but it's fantastic.
Fictitious filled in for you. He did. He was interesting.
I'm glad you guys take, wearing your shirts.
It's always a party. Like whenever I hung out with Fictitious, like I gotta calm down a little bit because that's what we have me hype.
Have you met his 7 wives?
They wild. They are wild.
Yeah, he said that. He
He
kept,
keeps them in line though. It's crazy. It's weird. Wife number 3 does all the. It's weird. It's weird.
They
okay.
don't got names, just got numbers.
I don't know any other names. It's just number 7, number 6. Like, all right,
Oh wow.
but they with it. But my week was lovely. That's what I got.
Oh, my week was boring. Nothing eventful. Things are coming back to normal, and as I sit here and think about it, I am preparing to go to federal duty. So
Yay.
Federal.
So I'm
Did-
hoping.
Did they give you a
I'm hoping I get the next month off of work.
Oh man.
Did they give you
Hey.
what is it, a lunch
We can't record
voucher?
Here. We can't record
Yeah.
here no more.
That's what's up.
No,
I had an opportunity to do that, and they
Yeah.
passed on me. I was so mad.
We're not recording until this shit's over.
No, it's not.
Nah, he gonna have you.
It's not on the weekends, though.
son. Like, nah, man.
It's on the weekends. I'm back. I'm good for the weekends. And
I know where they're at, fool. Like,
so I mean, yeah, I got I get paid. Hopefully, I stay for the 3 weeks.
you guys get paid from work? Yeah. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Work, them, and a lunch voucher. That's
Nice.
Only thing I didn't like about it when I read it was like you got to report at 7:30 in the morning. I said, why?
Because it's court.
7:30?
Yeah. The judge will be there around 9, but you got to be there 7:30.
God, I would love to be a judge.
It ain't too late. If you start now, you can do it by the time you
just don't be that lady.
The schooling,
Just have fast reaction time if somebody leap over that.
that's the schooling that it would take. I don't want to put that much effort in life no more.
Just have a fast reaction time. And
No.
if you see a young athletic black dude, don't. Just know
don't
We actually need more of us to be judges.
that
Don't tell
motherfucker
them.
should have been in the league.
But I'm saying we do need more of us to be judges because some of these judges, they do some harsh things to people.
Yeah,
So he's in the longest yard now?
yeah. The way he leaped
that
over
is
that
funny.
guy there, I said,
Yeah.
this guy is fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over now, though.
But yeah,
Motivation to
300 years in jail.
Yeah, right.
They gave him like 300 years. Like, hey, you just
yeah, you
get
just
out.
Yeah. This
he
week,
said, trying to change my life. No, we're just gonna this bitch. I said, God damn, man. Like,
your week went fly?
my week was good.
Good leap.
Getting back into the swing of the gym and everything, and trying to because I gotten sick, and it seems like it took forever to recover this time.
Pause.
Oh, what are we pausing?
yeah.
The swing of Jim. That's not what you.
I guess.
It works when you think about it.
Sorry, I'm silly. I'm in silly mode.
For sure.
You talk about swinging.
Nothing, man.
And the swing of Jim. And so he said Jim, the fact that, Jim could be a man's name as well. And swinging.
They
I was
told
thinking
me-
about swinging
They told
dick.
me if you gotta explain it.
I was thinking about it, Jim, your Johnson, Jim, whatever.
Okay,
swinging.
How was your week?
John and Jacob.
He said this week over.
It's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's good. Yeah, mine was good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait. Let me do it. Hey, my week. It was just whatever. It's just another week, and we was cool. We was living. I lived.
First off,
That
was
does sound like you. That sounds like you. He does good impressions.
I get it, but what is wrong with that?
nothing wrong
I'm
with
not
that.
just answering for you. We just
I always get harassment about it when I say
That
shit.
Did you get your rims in the mail yet?
that wasn't
No.
harassment.
Next week.
You consider that harassment?
No, I'm just saying. It's just,
What harassment to you?
no, I'm just saying. The kickback I always get from like, oh, you there? I'm like,
Man.
what's wrong with that?
You want me to go get some
No, I ain't
cranberry
got no
juice? You want some cranberry juice? Some
Tony,
soup?
me and
Harassment to everything to me.
You want some soup?
you got
You
soup.
sick? Because you being real soft right now.
You know,
You want
good hard.
You want blanket? Pause.
Whoa.
No more drinks.
All right, let's just get into it.
Whoa.
That's it there.
You can get hard, huh? Okay. Good for you. Round of applause for Hunter. Anyway, how prepared are you for civil unrest, and what do you think would be the best mentality for survival?
I'm not prepared.
Community or survivor?
Sorry, I'm not prepared enough.
Well, we should address it in two different ways. First off, the how are you prepare, and then the other part, break it separately.
For
I need-
sure.
I need more weapons and more water. In
I'm
a
not-
garden.
I'm not prepared at all.
Yeah, I'm not.
I got weapons. I ain't got no water.
Yeah,
I'm good for a week.
that's not good. That's not good. I'm not as prepared as I should be.
Right, I get that, but at least, when I say when I say a week, I'm not thinking of like a civil unrest situation. I'm thinking more of
What
an
the fuck are you
earthquake.
talking about?
I'm thinking more of an earthquake that takes out. At least I know that I can survive for that week.
Can I ask you what the question was? Was it civil unrest or a goddamn earthquake?
No, I'm saying, but listen,
It was civil unrest.
I understand civil unrest.
I don't mean the beginning part. I mean when you go, hey, shit's hit it. It's hit.
Right, but at least I can survive on my own for easily a week without no help from anybody else. After that, yes, I'm gonna have to do something. But as of right now, the way I am, I'm a week. Mo just said he ain't got shit. So 2 days later, Mo's gonna be calling motherfuckers.
There ain't no
I ain't
You ain't calling nobody.
calling nobody.
Why?
Phone's done.
I'm strapped up. I'm out to the store.
That's what I mean. Like it's gonna be we're at unrest time. It's where it's like, hey,
By any means necessary.
how you feel?
I ain't got shit. I got hands.
Yeah. So we're in the
I have to go on a hunting trip. That's what I'm gonna do.
So with that, do you think lone wolf or communal? Because I'm a communal guy.
Depends on the situation.
Civil unrest.
Like we talked
Civil
about.
unrest though.
Civilization is at unrest. They are fighting
If
each other.
we're in a civil war situation, I would rather be in communal.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
Right.
about.
But you got to trust
The
the people you're with.
And the zombie outbreak on my own.
Still, shit, I don't think so.
You can't sleep with me by yourself. You gotta.
When I say on my own, I mean on my own when I have my family, not just me by myself.
That's still just y'all.
Why we got
I still rather be that.
You know, I tried to play zombies the other day. Fucked me up.
But
What,
you what?
start thinking about like Santa Ana?
No, I was playing Call of Duty Zombies,
Oh,
and these motherfuckers start spawning, and like I would be fire on a horde of them, and all of a sudden it's like you're getting hit from the back. I'm like, no, oh shit, like, and they were just like bum rush me. I said, what the fuck? Then they had zombie dogs and shit. I was like, nigga, like, I know we got this something else, but nigga, that fuck. Why you gotta say zombies?
Try to
No.
VR.
I mean, the reason I say if you had to say zombies is mainly for the fact that I would rather be by myself because zombies, as we perceive it, what they are on TV, are always attracted to certain things. If it's just me, I can keep myself.
That depends on what kind. If it's the slow zombies, yeah, I'm good. But if it's
Them bum rushing
if
zombies,
it's the fast ones, ones that
You mean
like
World War Z?
yeah, no, if them,
fucking zombie land.
yeah.
No, there's a reason they made that into a movie.
What?
Because they're like, yeah, you ain't gonna die and come back. You probably gonna be infected by some shit that's created. We're going to a different Joe Rogan style shit, but
Yeah.
so we're talking. It was probably gonna be those athletic.
Yeah, zombies. I would rather be a lone wolf. I mean, if I could find a community, but it would have to be. It would have to be.
Like a fucking track star was like, you know that nigga's effective. How fast is this?
Does he run a Cat Williams? Or
I'm with Kevin. I think communal would be better.
Like I said, it's situational.
I feel like if you could lock it down, you could do some shit where you're like, hey, we should do a garden or something like that.
Communal would be better until you got the one motherfucker hoarding all the Twinkies.
You know, Mike Tyson just got bit yesterday.
This sound brutal right here. Then you shoot that motherfucker, and it's over. It's over. You're like, hey, this shit can't fly.
Mike Tyson just got bit yesterday. You know, a nigga like to bite it.
Guess what? Mike Tyson ain't stronger than the 45 shell. I promise you that.
Don't let that nigga get close to your ears.
Get close.
Honestly and truthfully, I'm gonna take some 22 to kill a motherfucker.
Right, but we're talking zombies. Are you sure about that?
No, zombies are always headshots, anyways.
That 22, it ain't breaking.
That's the ones in the movies that we don't know about the real ones.
You gonna be like
Next
this.
topic. Next topic.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're done with zombies.
Yeah, we're done.
I was like, there's any other zombies that you would be terrified of if you found out certain people got infected?
Well, you know, like, but I don't know,
Like a gymnast zombie.
a gymnast zombie.
Motherfuckers start flipping around and
I'd be more worried about like a Nomac off of Blade 2 type zombie.
yeah.
What's that? Like
The motherfucker that's fast and
Oh
strong.
yeah. Jason Bourne.
Oh yeah.
or
It's
what is it?
over.
The zombies off of
I don't know.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. The zombies off that one.
They were
Yeah, but we're talking about people like if Bo Jackson became a zombie, it's over. Like I gotta blow his head off from a mile away because he's too fast.
To the talks of Cat Williams, that's the nigga I might be terrified of.
Nah, Cat Williams. That's
You know what's
when
really,
the truth comes out. Like, look at this motherfucker.
you know, Kev, you said something that's very truthful, and it should be taken a little serious, because if you really want to be prepared in a civil unrest, you need to start preparing for it now. Because
No, I'm not joking. I'm serious.
no, I'm serious. I'm being serious about it too. Because
Go and get those big ass buckets of dry food, dehydrated food.
Mhm.
Yeah, I need ammo too.
Well,
Here,
I
that's
mean,
important.
it's
Well, either ammo or a repress machine.
Because to me, I'm like in that thing. I would do gardening too, like where I have shit in the.
right.
Yeah,
You would have to be
but you would still have to
self-sufficient.
stock because that gardening gonna be year round. So you're gonna still need to be able to have.
But you know,
I was gonna say we got GMOs, but we don't at that point.
But I mean, in that same token too, are you talking day 3 or are you talking day
Period.
75?
Just go down. Just go
period.
down to the VA, get a bunch of MREs. You be fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, but that's gonna be rated. You feel
You
me?
got to get there first.
Shit, I live way out here.
That's why you got to be prepared already.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take the 4x4 in the desert, and then we gonna set up shop.
I mean, if you serious though, I'll go along with you.
What to
To
get
go
weapons? And
No, dude,
to go raid
the prepare for
to go raid it. I thought you were going to
prepare
raid for MREs.
to prepare
I'll
for
wait
a
till-
civil unrest. Yes, I will totally will actually be there to help you for that.
That's why my wife was saying this shit for the 10 years. She
What's that? Bug out kits.
Yeah, she want a doomsday bugger.
See, we have a bug outfit. I know we can do a week.
Now here's my weird part about doomsday bunkers. Why?
Why?
I want that because I'm like, here's what happened: is like there was some sort of bomb that like killed everyone, and that's probably like 30 years of like radiation and shit. I don't want to come out and see what the fuck's out.
So, are you? Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, my feeling is the way I really look at it. If it's a civil war, I will try my best to stick around when I can. If it's zombies, go ahead and kill me now. If it's nuclear war, go ahead and kill me now.
The truth to me with Civil War is I'll be like, I'm gonna go post up somewhere until these fools figure out how dumb they are.
Exactly.
They're gonna be like, oh shit, this is dumb.
Right.
Go ahead, you speaking Russian.
So yeah.
So, what about the current world would be most surprising to your younger self?
About the current world,
Cell phones.
younger stuff, not cell phones, because I was coming up when that shit was starting to happen.
What's most of what would be most surprising to me?
Yeah,
The
like
fact that you don't have to imagine what these girls have or live like anymore. It's just out there. You don't have to. They just show it. You don't have to.
who said no cell phones?
I
That's cell phone.
had a cell phone when I was in high school.
But think about how much they cost now, and like how many people rely on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but as I don't know.
That's like a
You
current.
could see the progression.
I
guess I wouldn't have seen that they're computers in your pocket, but
because I remember the progression. You know, I used to have a little black book that had, you know, all my phone numbers and names and everything.
That suitcase, you had to open it up.
Hey, Tommy.
No, it was just a plan. It was
said GTD got the draws.
Oh,
And what year did you get rid of your car phone?
my car phone?
You had a car phone?
Yeah,
Yeah, the Jaguar. Yeah, the Jaguar.
I did.
You had a car phone?
I did.
I'm gonna ask the question.
That I had when cell phones
Like the
first
Z one?
came out, I had a car
No,
phone.
like the one
No,
how to be a player. It's in
Yeah.
the car.
Yeah,
in the car. In the car. Mounted in the car. Yes.
I remember I
those
accidentally made a phone call on a rental.
But I mean, it worked as good as satellite service, and satellites were.
Mhm. Oh, damn, that's a good
How
one.
long did you have that for?
I think a year or two, and then I couldn't afford it no more.
How much was the service on that? Oh, that
I have no idea. I don't
it
even.
had to be
Because
expensive.
the moment that happened, I transitioned right into handhelds. Because remember that there was that era where the handhelds
No, I don't.
were coming in. Oh. But yeah, there was a big brick, and then it was in the car, and then handhelds came, and then when handhelds came, I just jumped on the handhelds.
I just instantly thought of you being in like New Jack City or something.
Cancel that bitch.
No. Yeah, I've done that too. But anyways, but yeah, it was. I remember the whole cell phone transition. Then I went through the whole open face flip phone, and pager and the flip phone at the same time until the pagers got phased out.
I will say Nerd Maurice would probably be like the graphics on games now.
I feel like that's
That's crazy.
coming.
It's just technology. If you really,
I feel like
down.
that's scene coming.
Yeah, I see it coming, but like to see it,
I think a weird, probably how they.
They eat ass now.
Well,
Well, that was still
Yes,
going on
but
back
like-
then too.
how they get to speak on like radio and television.
Oh yeah, that did
They
surprise.
can cuss now.
Yeah,
Mm.
They can say
Like, it's
everything.
just
I've
crazy.
seen titties on regular television
Yeah.
and cussing.
Well, it depends on what channel.
Now you
Like
can-
TNT and shit like that. And AMC.
I've only seen it on like IFC. IFC is one of
You be like, damn, these motherfuckers just like openly cussing.
Remember the show 24? I remember that's when it I was like, what the fuck? The first episode, it was like the very one of the first scenes. They're like doing whatever, introducing Jack Bauer, and then like in the background there's someone just fucking. And like they show like the silhouette, and I was like, is this Skinemax? Like, did I turn to Skinemax? Or no, this is just a regular channel right here. That's when I knew that shit was different.
Fucking Bauer.
Yeah, it's different now.
Oh, I mean, mainly a big, huge difference is just technology, just in general.
Yeah, AI, I would have never guessed that one.
I mean, if you want to be kind of controversial, I'd be surprised that there's more than two genders. That
I think it's the pronouns for me and how people get so offended by them. Because like, if you told my younger self, they'd be like, there's a bunch of different pronouns now. Like, I don't know if you know this younger self, but now it's this. And if you say the wrong thing, you will piss someone off. Like, really?
I get saying that part, but I mean, if you think back in the those 80s and 90s, way people are, they were
Androgynous Prince.
What do
Walking
you
around
mean?
like just whatever.
well, I mean, they couldn't say anything.
Woman, I'm not a man.
They couldn't say anything. They couldn't tell nobody. No. You got to remember though, there was an era where you could not say that because you were just
Different
it was different times.
Mom seems to believe otherwise. I would like to hear this. This is interesting. What do you mean different times? They were allowed to say all this? Let's go.
the country's always been free. You've always been able to say what
And we've had
you
gays.
just had to be able to be ready for what came with it.
So that you go on a slippery slope, brother. You're going down a slippery slope. Okay.
That's all I'll say.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone.
You can't reach it when you.
No, I didn't want to actually get off the chair and do it. I actually like where society is when it comes to that.
I just think it's a trip because I wouldn't have thought that was like so many different pronouns. And like I said, if you say the wrong thing, like now you can piss someone off and you won't be intentionally doing it.
To me, I feel like it's more like this. It's like it's not even a battle in that to me. It's more in like it's easy to just be like, okay, you want to be called Sarah. Cool. Doesn't affect me. Whatever. And then you got the battle where it's like, I'm not fucking doing that. Your name is Steve. That's who the fuck you are. So now it's a battle of like, not even the pronoun or nothing. It's just to be, I'm not changing. Like, I'm not changing this.
The question is always, do I have to buy into your reality if your reality is not mine? And that's not judging, and that's not picking sides.
Well, that's an engagement.
But say if somebody introduces you to them as who you meet somebody who looks like me.
And they say, "What? My name is
I'm Janine or something."
I'm gonna call your ass Janine. That's what your name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that easy. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I feel like the battle comes in, where it's like, your name ain't no motherfucking Janine. Like, people will do that. Fuck you. Your name ain't Janine.
I just think it's wild because I'll see a situation where I'm afraid to say something because even like when we have customer interaction, I don't want to say thank you, sir, and him be, no, I'm not a sir, and you're like, well,
it's easy.
You didn't know, like,
if that happens, you go, hey, my bad, like, because that's to me is where it gets outrageous. It's like, hey, you won't be mad at me? That's cool. Like, I'm still keep pushing.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't know.
I mean, you remember a couple weeks ago,
like it happens.
When I said, I was like, I said, what's up, sir? And it was to a security guard, and I said, oh shit, that's a dude, that's a woman. I said, yeah, this lady, sir. But I just couldn't tell. Like she looked like a dude.
Yeah, and it's almost.
I mean, she wasn't offended by it because I corrected myself. I apologize, but it was like, and sometimes you just don't know. Like you said, sometimes you be like, man, I just don't.
It goes back to like kids and stuff. Like people would do that with kids.
You start using like I
call everybody guys.
That's almost
I just say guys.
The argument. You get what I'm saying? Like that's almost where it's like, just call me hey or something. Where I'm like, fuck, okay.
Make sure that
I get what the fuck you're saying.
It's not gender specific.
It's just it's difficult.
With me, if I mess up and you don't come back at me with some kind of sensibility, was when all things will go off the chain.
Somebody come at you sideways, you're gonna turn back the fuck.
It's just like, it's like, hold on. Yes, I messed up, but you're not even giving me a chance to correct.
To correct it, yeah.
You know, you come at me like that, and then when you come at me like that, it's gonna be a whole.
Everybody's
thing. You got to, you know. Let me say this. I'll say it like this. My daughter-in-law is non-binary. It took me a while to get used to that, you know. But I mean, if you're always going to harp on somebody every time they mess up, that's where I believe is the problem.
To me, a good way to solve that too, if somebody gets mad, I'll be like, hey, okay, well, what's your name? Let's go there.
And that's what I do.
Like, I'm not going to argue with you. No. You're mad at me for saying this. Just tell me your fucking name.
Right. And
solve this real quick.
And that's exactly what I do now. I refer to that person as that name so I don't have to deal with it. Because it's easier for me to do that.
It's easier for everybody.
You know.
And it's a weird fight that we're in on that. Because you get that side where you're like, dog, like now you're just shoving shit at me and you're just kind of like doing extra shit. I get that sometimes.
Because I mean, if you're going to do something different that's out of society norm, you have to understand people just can't automatically conform to something that you said right there in that moment. It takes time. If Maurice wanted to change his name to, you know, whatever it is,
the attempt
for us to, you know, call him something.
I think the attempt is important.
No.
I think the respect part of it is important because some people will not respect that and they'll just disrespect the motherfucker for that.
But I will say, because it's a whole different topic, there's people I've met at certain things and it's not even a gender thing. Like, for instance, there's a rapper I know and he's went by many different names, but because I met him as one name, that's the only thing I call him because that's how I met him. So when he goes, well, I go by this name now, I was like, but nigga, I know I met you as this. Like, I get that. And if this is a professional platform, then I might call you that because I'm not trying to disrespect you out in public. But in private, you're this to me because that's how I met you. Like,
and you know what's funny? Because I do that with people just in general. Like, I don't know if that's just something, I don't know where that fuck came from, but like, I don't really call too many people by their nicknames.
Yeah.
Like, I have friends that like nobody calls me by my fucking name but you, and I'm like, yeah, well, that's your name, and that's how we were introduced. And that's just, I feel like it's almost more of an intimate thing at that point.
You just triggered me. Kevin.
What's that?
My brother had this girlfriend, and my
brother
had. Yeah, well, yeah, she's married now. But she would call him by his name.
Yeah,
and it used to irritate all of us because none of us in the family call him by his name.
That's funny.
We call him CJ. But you know, his name is Charles, and she would say Charles, and we look at her like, that's not his name.
Yeah. You know, it's funny about that.
That's funny.
You can always tell my old school friends by what they call me.
Because they call you Stefan?
No, they call me Steve.
You
Big
and my,
Steve?
They call me Steve.
Oh, Big Steve. That Big Steve.
And my old family would call me Steve, or they would call me Stevie.
Like B? Like Stevie B?
Yeah.
Stevie,
I like
like off the Parkers. Stevie.
Nah. So is that
Steve,
you'll
like
notice
Steve.
that
I like
anybody
Steve.
who's known me for more than almost 30 years, they will call me Steve or Stevie. You know,
That's good, nice. Most people don't know me that long. They call me this motherfucker.
no. So if you talk to some of my family, you'll hear them. They'll say that, and I correct them now. It's so funny too because I correct them now. They're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "No, it's Stefan," and they're like, "But I was like,
I've been calling you this for years,
right?" And it's like I understand that, and I get that. I told my family too. I was like, "Look, you can call me that.
Time out.
You can call me that because you just me."
Can I get a 30? Can I get a 30?
What's that?
Can I get a 30?
What's that?
So again, who the fuck is they? That's called
Do you not understand that all I go by is Hunter, and
You just
half my
you
words?
just told me 30. Steve.
Put it like this. Let's put it like this. Put it like this. Everybody at work calls me Hunter.
They do.
Okay.
We call him Hunter.
They call me Hunter.
No, I take that back with the exception of Danny.
No, he's Steve now. I like it. Big Steve.
No, and like I said, when I moved to Cali, I was Steve before I moved to Cali. When I moved to Cali, I became Stefan.
You changed yourself?
So it's like
No,
like
that was always my name.
So Steve.
Like, it was my nickname. Steve was my nickname.
So you were doing the crimes under Steve's name.
No, they were all under Stefan.
That was Stefan.
It depending on what. Yeah.
So essentially, you're the walking depiction of the Family Matters. You were
when he
Steve
went from
Urkel,
Steve, yeah, it
and
is.
you became Stefan Arkell.
Then you got bad, and you were Stefan.
Yeah.
That's the transformation. That's when you start getting pussy.
I really, hey, to be honest and truthful, I hated that show, but I loved it too because of the fact he literally went from his Steve to Stefan,
And he got pussy.
and he
Yeah,
became a sexy motherfucker.
That's what you adopted it, man. I get it. I get it. Hey,
No, I say he became, and that's what I became.
hey, let's change that.
Did you ever called Family Matters show and asked for your cut?
There's sexy men out there, and it's okay to say. It's okay to say. There is.
All right, you do you.
There is. There's niggas that see you like, damn,
With DM
sexy.
and be like, nigga, your character was based on my life.
Well, yeah, it was.
Lil White, he can't do that. He gonna charge him for the email. That's fucked up. That was shade for no reason. He got stray.
What else we got?
That's interesting.
That's in the show. Steve Urkel.
So instead of a machine that changed you into it, it was moving to a whole different state.
It was really just moving to a whole different state because the name Steve was never like. I was okay with it, but then when I knew my full name, I went by Stefan. The moment, hey, kid you not, the moment I stepped in Cali, it was Stefan. I was like new state, new,
Three-wheel card, all that shit, huh? Just fucking.
I've been Stefan ever since.
What was your first big purchase you made as an adult?
Oh shit, that's a car.
Dumbass purchase.
Shit.
I wasn't an adult. I can't consider.
Like big purchase?
What is big though? What is big?
First big
1,000 or
purchase.
20,000?
Like a big purchase.
Oh,
You mean adult? Like what?
I
What
need-
are we talking?
I need dollar
A
amount.
car,
Like what's dollar
what
amount?
age?
20 grand.
18
20 grand.
to now.
And what's
To now?
Like I'm talking about your first big purchase, but like he's asking what the age range is. That can be adult as 18 to whatever age
18.
I need a dollar
consider adult. Anything plus
think is big.
10,000.
because I remember when
Did you say 10,000?
I don't know.
Oh,
I remember,
that's
like-
definitely not my first big purchase.
back in like 08, 09, I bought a 55-inch Mitsubishi TV. And at the time, that TV was like $1,300, and that was the most I've ever spent on one item at that time.
How much was
I want you to know something.
I still had my car from high school.
Hey,
Yeah, but how much did you pay for it?
Nothing. It was given to me.
I know how mad I am because that's what I was thinking. Is it was a TV, but it was not even close to that size. It was like when I think Plasma says just started, and I think that motherfucker was like a 15-inch for like $8.
Damn.
Just get closer to my age.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I know I always say that, but I'm gonna keep talking shit, like, because it makes me feel younger.
So yeah, that was like my first like big. Now I did buy
Is a lot,
a car.
That's a lot.
Well,
What
we bought a car and like maybe a couple years later.
Hold on a second.
That was like 30.
Niggas.
No, this nigga's telling me his big purchase off the mic.
That's my big purchase.
Just wait a second. Let him get his and you get yours off. Go ahead.
I would say we bought a car a couple years later after that, but that's it.
That seems like that's a big purchase for a first purchase, though.
That TV?
Did you when you did it, was there like a certain amount of like nervousness and shit? Because when I bought, because I just shit, that's a lot.
I put like 150 down and everything else was fine.
Yeah, like that's a lot.
I remember when they had because I lived upstairs, so when they dropped it off, I was like, "You better not drop this." I just it was old because it was one of those projection TVs
with the big ass thing.
Yeah. So it was like it wasn't one of them TVs you could hide. Like this was a big ass TV. Yeah. So.
All right, Hunter, go ahead.
My first one was my 2001 Hyundai Elantra.
That's not what the nigga said to me.
No. What I was trying to say to you was, I remember I wanted a big screen TV so bad that when I finally able to buy one, it was like he said, the big projector ones that had everything. That was my first big screen TV because I remember being at Costco and seeing all these motherfuckers buying big screen TVs, and this was only a 55-inch back then. You know,
I had a TV for about 7-8 years, and I kept it off principle. I didn't want to get rid of it, and then finally we had to move again. And I said, just leave it here. This motherfucker heavy.
No, I was mad.
Because by that time, the LEDs and all that shit. Just leave it.
I'm so mad. I think it was in like months that shit was down like half price. I was like, it's only been months.
Oh yeah, you always felt trying to keep up with TV.
It was Circuit City. This is how long ago that was. Circuit City was dope.
Damn.
No, my first big purchase was a 2001 Hyundai Elantra.
So not that 55-inch that you.
No, that was just down the road.
I'll say this: my first big purchase that hurt me the most was when I bought 4 brand new tires for my car at one time. Because I was working part time. That shit hurt. That shit was like a whole check. I was like, hold on, pimp. Like, this hurt.
That's true. Yeah. And a necessity too.
Yeah.
Because back then you weren't buying a whole set.
No, you was buying 2 at a time. 2 at a time. And that's only if they didn't have them at the used spot.
I still don't buy them.
You don't buy 4?
No, nigga. Have you seen my tires on the truck?
Really? Are you? Well, I give you the benefit of the truck. I give you the benefit of the truck.
I walked in, he said 8,000. I said,
why?
oh shit.
Let me get one today. Let me get one today. I'm gonna come back in 3 months for the second one.
Why are you doing that much?
I said, holy fuck.
What size? 35 or 37s?
35s, but they're the all-terrain or terrain.
You ran 37.
The Toyos. I think they might have actually been like 6, but still, that's ridiculous.
I ran Toyo 37 ATs.
Mud terrain. Yeah, well,
That's too much.
That's probably in fucking 72.
No, motherfucker, it was
You probably
2012.
in the oil fields.
It was 2012.
In the time.
No. But anyway,
it's my
Big Fly, your big purchase?
yeah.
Mine was a 2008 Toyota. What was it? Yeah, Toyota Scion, the Scion XB.
You still have that car too.
Yeah, and I remember I was 22 or 23, and this was one of the few times my brother actually, because my dad told him to, but he actually co-signed on with me. And I remember it was a fucking going in there talking to the guy, some black dude, and him swearing up and down he couldn't give me this purchase, but I had the money to afford it. Rather, I had a good credit to afford it. My brother had
work history
because he was RN. And I remember just going through that, and my brother was trying to explain to him, like, this is his first purchase, co-sign, whatever, and like the guy was being super difficult. And then I remember when my brother just kept telling me, be willing to walk away. Be willing to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
I sure enough, the guy kept saying, no. And we got up, and he was like, wait a minute, let's talk now.
Mm-hmm.
So we sit back down, we negotiate that, and I remember them throwing that contract into me and looking at all those fucking numbers. And that shit had me terrified. I was like, nigga, like, what am I...
Remember the contract?
Yeah, just looking at it like, I don't know. Do I want to do that? Like, and he's looking at me like, you got it. Like, it's only going to be this much. It was like $300 a month or whatever, but it was freaking me out. I was part-time. I was like, what the fuck? Like, do I want to do this? Can I commit to this? Like, and then like, I remember just sitting there.
I would kill for a $300 car note right now.
And then, yes. Now it's like But back then, part-time, 300 sounded like a fucking, like, whoa, like, that's a lot. And I remember the guy, after all that shit,
I'm not excited.
black dude goes, man, white man trying to hold us down, make sure I can get this contract, but I don't know why they just agreed to it. I said, no, now you my nigga. The whole time you sitting here, nah, we can't do that. We can't make this purchase based on that and this. You don't have enough of this. And as soon as that fucking shit got okay by his boss, now he want to act like my nigga. Like, I remember that feeling like that. I was like, now you my nigga.
Oh, yeah, you got this.
You was a house nigga, now you my nigga.
Yeah, if you didn't get to sell, you was never going to be his nigga.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, dude, you got to go. Like, shit's closing.
But I remember that, and I remember it sticks out of my mind so much. I keep referencing my dad, but I remember my dad, after the purchase, called me. He said, did you get the car? I said, yeah, you got the car. Me and Justy just left. And he was on a lunch break from the barbershop, and we just happened to meet off this at this shopping center off Arlington, right by, I don't know if it's a Yum Yum Donuts. Anyway, we parked in front of it, and he looked at the car, and he goes, and he was so adamant about me not having a new car. He goes, I'm proud of you. I said, what? He goes, I'm proud of you because, I don't agree with this, but you did what you was going to do, and you saw it through. I'm proud of you. I said, well, okay. And I remember, I'll never forget that, but that was a big purchase. And it was, I think that car was like $16,000.
Like I said, usually your first big purchase is mostly always a car.
Yeah. Cell phone now that I think about it.
Your cell phone was your first big purchase?
Yeah, I was fucking 16, but I wasn't thinking about it because I was thinking 18 and up. I was 16. I barely got a license. Like, I barely even had a license, but it was one of those where, like, I think I told that shit where dad was like, I ain't buying you shit.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
You gonna figure it out?
But that was dope for me. That was one of those, I went so adamant against my dad on something because he was like, oh, you don't need no damn car. No, you just need this. And I said, and what spawned the purchase was I had a 1998 Pontiac Grand Prix that I bought off a friend.
Green jump off?
Huh? It was a GT. It was a black. I used to call it the Black Panther.
Oh, what's the?
Because that shit used to go like when it like that shit used to anyway. But I remember it needed shocks, and my dad was so adamant about we could do this shit ourselves. And I said, okay. So he went and got the compressor.
Yeah.
He rented a compressor from AutoZone, and we're out in the front yard trying to do this shit, and he literally almost lost a finger.
That's
compressor. That moment, I said, no, I'll take the fucking car note over this shit. Because that shit, I was like, it took over my entire Saturday, fucked up my whole weekend, trying to get that spring on for the shop. And I almost lost a fucking finger. I said, nope, I'll take that. That was what sparked it. I remember that.
So I didn't even change my own.
You know what sparked my buying my first car, brand new car?
You sick of that Model T?
No, I had a Ford Mazda. I had a Ford Mazda MPV minivan, and I lost reverse. I drove
couldn't back up, huh?
With no reverse for the longest time.
So you had to park it every spot there. You had to pull through it,
or put it in neutral and push it out.
Oh my gosh, bro! It was like at a point I was like, you know, I gotta go buy a car.
Before Stefan or after?
This was 2001. This is 2001.
So Stefan was doing this shit?
Yeah, Stefan, because Steve and Stefan was
91.
You know, Steve and Stefan was 90, 91.
He pushed the van to where he had to go. Like, hey, girl, we can't back it up.
Dude,
we stuck.
You can't back up, but you can.
You want to know something? That minivan was my favorite fucking car.
You was fucking it a lot, huh? What did it smell like? What did it smell like? How many stains did it have?
It was one of my favorite cars.
You know, like
wagon.
When beer is in the carpet and stays.
Yeah,
that's what it smelled like.
But yeah, I remember I finally got fed up and not having reverse.
For how long you said with no reverse?
I think at least almost a year.
Oh, you wildin'.
You know, because I couldn't buy a car. You know?
You didn't know like...
You gotta remember, I bought my first car in 2001, and in 2000, I started my job at UPS. So I didn't... That's what made me able to afford a car, because I was working two jobs at the same time.
Understood.
You know?
Understood.
So, what's one thing your loved ones would be surprised to learn about you?
I don't know if I should say anything.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
that's
Sexual history.
the point.
I was gonna say that I don't fuck with you.
Fuck with, what are you talking about?
He's talking about his loved ones. He's like, hey, what's the surprising thing you don't know that I don't fuck with you? Oh,
I'm feeling it's not a surprise. I'm feeling this.
yeah, you kind of wear it on your face.
Real document.
Did you say family or loved ones?
Loved ones.
Oh, my loved ones. I love them.
See, my loved ones are only my wife and kids. So
So what was the thing that they don't know about you that they just?
It was like a
it would still be my sexual
It was like a
history.
heavyweight confession.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You know what?
Well, I kind of told my wife mine, so she know now.
Should I? Let's see. Let's think of something that's just disgusting.
What? Go ahead and say it.
Oh, I told her that about once a month I cry for about a good 10 minutes, and I wipe my face and
What's wrong with that?
go back into business.
Was she surprised to know that?
A little bit.
I mean, I don't even see a problem with that though.
I said it was a problem with her. I just told her.
No, I know, but I mean, that
It's
was
just something I kept to myself, and then finally I said, I told her.
Damn.
I can give you two answers.
What's that?
Yeah, well, of course.
My extreme one is I want to go shit on everybody's front porch in my neighborhood.
The current neighborhood?
Yes.
You sure you want to do that though? Because you got.
I know I can't do it.
Live with that guilt.
I can't do it, but I want to
there's
do
no
it because
guilt.
everybody has Ring cameras and shit, so they'll know it was me.
I only
But
know
my-
this from experience.
My point is
You gotta live with that guilt.
that's the one that's it's extreme, and I was like, that'd be man, you really want to do that? Yes, I want to do that. I'm surprised. It's like, but then the other one is I don't know. It's
I don't want to share this, but I'm gonna share it.
go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to me.
Like after like a long day, my feet sweating and shit. I like to like scratch between my toes and then just go.
You had me until the smell.
Check out that stink for the day.
Why would you want to
I don't
smell
know,
it?
man. Like I was trying to share that. Now motherfuckers know how weird I am. They're like, I knew he was weird.
You know?
But fuck it. Hey, it is what it is.
But I mean, does your family know that?
No one knew that till today.
Oh.
Unless Amanda saw one is like, look at this stupid motherfucker thing I don't know.
I caught him a couple times.
She's like,
And
"Did
then
you just touch my nose?"
my other one was I would like to be like a sports writer.
Like right.
And you never told your family that? What's so bad about that?
I think it'd be surprising that I would want to be a sports writer.
Why? You're a writer.
It was something else.
Writer.
Well,
But
don't-
like a sport, like specifically, like
You like sports.
yeah.
So
hey,
I don't see
wouldn't be
nothing. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
I think shitting on people's doorsteps.
You're right.
Yes.
I mean, I really don't like my neighborhood.
I understand. Listen,
No,
I can only
the neighborhood.
it's the neighbors. It's the
It's the neighbors.
I can
It's not the neighborhood. It's the
as the person who shit outside
Oh,
in
somebody-
retaliation to something.
Oh,
Oh,
somebody's doorstep?
except Priscilla and Mike. I like
It was
Priscilla and
at a
Everybody-
baseball
They
diamond
can get shit on their level.
in the dugout, and I felt so bad the next day that I went to pick up the doo doo, and somebody else had picked it up, and the guilt had fucking harmed me because I was like, damn, somebody else had to pick up that shit, and it wasn't who it was intended for. So I felt bad.
Wow. I don't
Yeah,
know what to say.
damn, I just gave two things out. Hey, heavyweights.
You know, what was weird about it, you say that, and I couldn't. A lot of my other shit in my life, a lot of people know about.
Like,
My
what?
whole
Let's go.
criminal
Let's go.
path-
Let's
my
go.
whole
No, we
criminal
ain't talking
path, people
criminal
know.
path. Like, what's a guilty pleasure?
Oh, my guilty pleasure as of right now?
Yeah, not midgets. We ain't going. We gotta go deeper. Something that's not surface. What's up?
I don't know if I really had one except for watching porn.
That's
That's not.
that's
guilty.
known.
All right, so that's say I really don't have no guilty pleasure.
Oh, okay.
You think you watch too much porn?
Yeah. No, I did before. I've backed off way a lot for some reason.
What's too much?
I don't know.
You made me
Once,
think
twice a week.
that scene from Ted 2
I'm fucked.
when Ted finds John's porn history. He had it organized from clockwise to counterclockwise, rim jobs.
Oh
Wow.
man, I don't even want to talk about. Yeah,
All I can say about that is when I die and somebody looks at my tablet, they're gonna be very surprised.
You don't have like a list of people you tell, hey, when I die, you throw this shit out, you hide this,
the
you
clouds,
destroy this.
clouds there.
No,
it's
I
too
don't-
late. It don't matter. Like you ever hear that shit when they're like,
No, fuck with
this is the most popular search in this area. Like, yeah, it doesn't. You don't have to have the clout. You're being watched.
Oh, that's true. You're always being tracked somewhere. Or not.
And it's gonna be a lot of midgets on your shit.
No, I actually don't have a midget thing.
Little people, fuck. Sorry,
You fucking up.
Sorry.
You know, actually, I don't watch a lot of midget porn.
God, you just heard me say little people.
Oh, my bad.
I kind of got a feeling like there's a weird combination that's waiting in hell for you.
I don't
What's
have a
that?
problem with hell.
Midget, paraplegic,
Oh, you
with
went down that road too.
one leg,
Can I say something?
I think he's
Cyclops.
Are you sure that's hell?
Huh?
Are you sure that
No, they're waiting.
that might be one of those where he gets there like
Like they're waiting. Like, hey,
Can I say something?
music?
What's wrong with hell?
I'm just saying there's a special like they're waiting. Like when you get there, they're like, look,
That's a stupid.
you've been.
What the fuck? What did this nigga just ask?
What's wrong with hell?
What's wrong
He said,
with hell?
What's wrong with hell?
I think he's trying to say it's probably funner than heaven.
Shit, you tripping.
All right.
Religion
Next
is
topic.
not my shit, but
Next topic.
if it's what I make it, then shit. It's probably Coke.
It's heaven.
Yeah. Jesus.
But it's your version.
All right.
Jesus is aware.
What is something that you have accomplished as an adult that your younger self would be proud of?
Holding down a job.
Damn. Bar was that low.
How is that low?
Actually accomplishing a lot of the shit that I thought I wasn't gonna actually be able to accomplish.
You said that's low, but that's not low having the same job for 24 years.
No, you said holding down a job. You didn't say staying in a job.
Yeah, you just said holding down the job.
Oh, that's what I meant. Holding down this job for.
The stability is there. Yeah, 24 years.
You said it's like you didn't think you'd be working. That's how I took it.
Oh, no, just being able to stay at a job for this X amount of time.
Now I just had a pop in my mind is that Major Payne reference scene in the beginning where he had to realize he had to get a job.
I gotta work for the man.
We said accomplishments, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's always gonna be like the house and shit.
Yeah.
What about stand up?
I'm gonna go that way too.
With stand up, I don't know if it was like, well, younger. Oh, it wasn't on the forefront for younger self. Like I didn't think about it. Like honestly, didn't think about it. You know that you fucking told me like, hey, you should probably do stand up. I was like, I love stand up. I never considered myself doing it. You know what I mean? So.
Because now you're an OG that rubs his belly. I
don't know if I'm an OG anymore. I feel like I'm just some nigga who used to do comedy. I'm still like, I could be funny, so I guess not, but I don't know. But like the accomplishment is like almost one of those stability. Like I've the kids and being in a good space to raise the kids.
Yeah.
Taking risk. I know that sounds weird because who I am, but like I take risk in different ways, not with like
elaborate.
Well, I don't take those risks anymore, but the risks that I used to take were they probably weren't smart. Like walking on the side of the freeway because I'm fucking hammered and trying to get home. That's probably the dumb risk.
Really? What's the dumb part about it? You being drunk?
Walking on the freeway.
Oh, being on the freeway ain't nothing.
Shit, okay.
I used to hang off overpasses.
Used to hang?
How you think when you be driving down the freeway, you like, how did that guy get that graffiti right there?
So you don't think that was you think that was a calculated risk or that wasn't a dumb risk?
And life is a calculated risk.
No, it ain't. But like the risk in like almost changing jobs, because I thought I was fine at Knott's. Oops, shouldn't have said the name. But
it could be any knots.
Yeah.
That was one of those where it's like, everything felt like it was good, and then when that opportunity came, it was like, all right,
better.
Fuck it, let's try it, and it turned out to where it was better. Because before I was always like not going to take a risk in things when I was comfortable where I was at. And
I could say that about going from feeder to package because I had no plan. I just was like, I hate package. And everybody was like, you should try feeder. I said,
but you're talking about your younger self, though. What would your younger self be?
My younger self was like, wait a minute, you're a fucking driver? We're supposed to just be rapping, baby. What happened? Like, it's like, you got kids? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got a house? What the fuck? We didn't even want a house.
Do you guys can can you guys pinpoint the time in your life where like you realized like you switch gears and like it wasn't about the dream, it was about
the moment she said, I pissed on these 3 sticks, you about to be a dad. I said, oh shit. Like, but I remember telling her before, I said, I think you pregnant. And then she was like, no. I said, think. She's like, oh shit, I haven't had a period. I said, I think you pregnant. I know exactly what night it happened. And when she confirmed and sent me that shit, I said, fuck. And I remember being at work so distracted. And it changed everything. Like it just hit that kind of like a transition period.
When she told you, was she happy about it?
He was happy, but it was one of them things where it was like, shit just got real. Like
at least you got that. My wife, she said like she was shocked.
There was a little bit of shock there too.
But we had been trying. So it was like, why are you shocked? Like this was what we been trying to do.
That should have been excitement then. But you've been trying.
You wasn't excited.
I ruined it.
Oh, you figured it out?
No. She's like, I had come home and, I always worked shitty hours. So I had come home and I'm ready to go to sleep. She let me go all the way upstairs, take all my clothes off, and like had a sign made up and was like, hey, come down here. And I'm like, well, what the fuck do you need? You can just text me. Nah, come down here. And I walk down and she has a sign and I'm just like, you couldn't wait till I woke up. So I ruined it.
Just to verify, I thought this was going a whole different way. Because you said you went upstairs and took off all your clothes and you came back downstairs. So I was like, with your dick out? And you're like, so I'm going to be a dad?
No, but she like was recording it, trying to get the fucking Instagram. So I was coming down just in my drawers.
Damn.
So she just like, and I'm just like, all right. So we're having a kid, but like,
wait,
let me.
But yeah, that moment it hits and you're like, shit just got real. And then I think there's like a time where you kind of like pep talk yourself because you're just like, all right, shit's about to be different. This is what I got to do now. Like these things change. It's not about me no more.
For me, that was when I got married.
Oh, that was sweet.
When you got married or before, you think? You make that decision before you jumped?
When I got married.
So even like...
So, like the wedding day or when you proposed?
That's what I'm talking about.
No, at wedding day.
You still had an hour.
It was tied to being married.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like right then, but that's when I
was it.
That's what it.
Also, when they have you do the vows or whatever, did that kind of like sync like when you're?
We got married in the courthouse.
Yeah, they think you do the vows.
Yeah, I know, but when you're in the courthouse, they don't feel all that.
Vows are vows.
Yeah, because
I know, but I'm saying they don't.
When people hear them, they go, they start hearing them and they're saying them, and they're like, "Yeah, I can't agree to this shit. Yeah, I can do that."
Well, you said what changed your life, and me being married is what changed my life. Because honestly and truthfully, I've said this before. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I'd be where I'm at now.
It was what would you be?
Yeah, hold on, let me
like what you would be.
No, I asked the question.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, what was the point in life where you hit the switch? And
you hit the switch? Yeah,
I get you.
Right. Yeah, because he said, "What was it when you hit that switch?" And me was being married.
I would say I remember I was me and a wife had just been evicted for the second time.
Such a good feeling.
Evicted for not paying or evicted for other shit?
Not paying. Right.
That's normal.
And I was renting a room. She was staying with her mom. I was renting a room. And I sat down. I didn't even have a bed. I was sleeping on the futon. And I sat down on this futon. It was just me and my dog.
Those were so comfortable, aren't they?
Why didn't you just sleep on the floor?
Yeah, futon suck. Futon suck.
So it was just me and the dog. And I sat down and I was like, I asked myself, I said, will my grandparents be proud of me? And I started thinking, and then I got like super, emotional, started crying. And then that day is like, it just clicked. Like, nah, I gotta grind. Like this ain't the life I'm supposed to have.
Yeah. I think I've stated it many times is when I was gonna be serious with Amanda, and I was like, well, I can't be doing what I'm doing. Like, she has a kid. Like, I can't go into this and like, that's my kid once we do this. Like, I can't be unemployed. I have to go do something. Because I was getting unemployment from another state.
So as we transition this, the last question I'm going to ask, Hunter asked this in the group. Who's getting a vasectomy?
Me, soon. Real soon.
You worried about it or you okay?
No. I made that decision. Like,
Okay.
And cut that shit. I ain't
You don't want more?
kids. No, I'm done.
You want Kevin Jr.?
Easy question. Kendall's Kevin Jr.
I respect that. We're changing the rules. I respect that.
No, that's what her name derives from. Like, all her shit is that. So you got it.
Look at it like this. The moment you make that choice to never have kids again with anybody else on this planet, just get a vasectomy.
The lady at Walmart told me, was telling me and Amanda that I shouldn't get a vasectomy, the greeter lady, because what if we break up and I want to have kids with another lady? And I was like, that's a weird thing for the greeter lady to be talking to us about when we walk into fucking Walmart.
She said that to your wife or something?
No, she just stopped us and started talking to us about apparently sex. And then she was telling us how to have a boy. Because we had the 2 girls with us.
Oh my God.
And then she was
like,
try to get another one. Like, what you got to do is, no, she was like, you got to leave it in when you finish. And then you get a bakery timer and you leave it in for 20 minutes. And I was like,
who was she?
I was like, what the fuck did
She
you
got to
say?
be dead in there pushing.
So when I'm done,
Lawsuit?
just sit in it for 20 minutes with a timer. And that's a guarantee.
Like, she wants you to sit in her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Once you're done, you stay for 20 minutes.
You realize that
And
it goes back to normal, right?
Well, that's what I said. Oh, I said, how old was she?
Again.
You got to be pushing death.
Don't know this lady. Never met this lady. She thought that was okay to.
You might have been onto something.
She said it's worked.
There's no proof.
I usually just leave it in there for a little bit.
20?
Not 20 minutes.
20 is a long time. That's a long time.
We are smart enough in this day and age to know
I'm
none of that
joking.
shit matters.
I've heard that someone told me like, the harder you,
Just leave it sitting here for a little bit.
if it's on the downstroke,
Wait till I fall asleep. But it's the alarming rate that I was telling you in the group that the vasectomy percentages for men.
Oh, for black men?
Yeah, black men is the lowest.
I don't know why black men don't want to give a vasectomy. I mean, I kind of understand it, but it's still it's lowest by a lot too.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I said to me, if I talk to somebody, I go, "Do you ever want to have any more kids?" The moment you say,
To my gender.
"Don't,"
I'm a piece of shit. You know what you know?
the moment you say, "I don't know," you shouldn't have a vasectomy.
You want to know why?
If you say no, then you can have.
Because I was like, well, niggas ain't got health insurance. That's the fucked up part in my head.
So
They
like,
ain't paying. Medical ain't
to have no more kids on this planet,
I don't know yet.
then don't have one.
Yeah,
Don't-
it's a simple question.
It's a very simple question.
Somebody asked me, it's like, oh, I'm done. That's it.
Yeah.
There goes. You want a boy? Like,
I said
I'm good.
I told her, this is, if it don't happen this year, it ain't happening.
Okay.
I said, because what I'm not going to be is 58 with an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
So it's 2020.
My life.
So hold on. So 2025, you gonna get a vasectomy?
I didn't say that.
Because that's what I think I was talking to me and my other homeboy because he has 2 girls.
I start buying condoms again.
And like people always ask him, like, so you're not gonna try for the boys? Like, no, I'm done. Like, do you know how these 2 are? Like, good.
All right.
Love them,
Hold on.
but it's a lot.
Let's say that. You said after this year, no more.
Yeah.
But you still won't have a vasectomy.
So
Why?
with that being said, this has been episode
This shit right now.
one.
This is why we have a low percentage of black men not having vasectomies.
That's why
That's why.
this guy.
That guy.
The nigga with health insurance.
No, right? Paid for it.
Sorry.
Paid for it.
Sorry.
3.7 right there.
Well, what is it? It's like, are you worried about like the nurse being attractive? And you like,
You was like, I think I changed my mind.
sorry, I'm aroused.
You know,
Want to
You
go
know.
half on a baby.
I hate to say this right here on the end of this podcast. It is very weird when you throw your dick out on the table and everybody's sitting around focused on your dick.
I'm nice. I'm gonna just be like, I got little meat.
It's different when you got 4 people though.
I got little meat. So what?
With that being said, this is the...
And then the burning.
132 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly. One more time with these 3 guys.
Little meat Ellis.
Little.
It's your boy Molito the Grouch.
And they call me Hunter. 3.7.
Like, subscribe, share, comment.
Burning balls.
We appreciate the love and support. If you're a woman that wants to be a part of the podcast,
Sorry.
slide to the DMs of the Heavyweight Podcast on Instagram.
We won't
Or
talk about
TikTok.
this. Yes. No, just those DMs.
Again, we appreciate you. Love you. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.
One love.
it's a wrap. That's all she wrote, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. You can check us out on all streaming platforms. Click like, subscribe, leave some comments. You know what I'm saying? Is it Monday yet? Hello. Every Monday you got new episodes, so tune in. Have a blessed one.